Still on justice for Mohbad. In this video, you're about to see and watch side by side compilation. Now, I expect and I believe that the police and Mohbad's father and lawyer will swing into action. Some couple of hours ago, I presented to you side by side evidence or evidences, statements that do not connect together, statements that do not concur, statements made by Cynthia Omonwo and others, statements that does not match when you look at the time frame and all of that. In this one, we are even going deeper. This is deep. You're about to see, you're about to watch. Do not forget that they already hooked themselves or linked themselves to 2 hospitals. And those hospitals have their records. In fact, one of the hospitals had issued to Cynthia a report stating that Mohbad was brought in unalived or not alive. Let me put it that way. Mohbad was brought in not breathing. In fact, the statement puts it there that Mohbad was in the 2nd stage of RIP. Well, Cynthia said Mohbad passed away 20 minutes, trying to make us believe that Mohbad died, RIP, in the hospital. Perez obviously got caught in between these and they quickly had to issue a disclaimer. And they have their records. You're about to see, you're about to hear. You'll be seeing a lot. I think now the police will swing into action, like I said. Cynthia and others, all of them need to be arrested ASAP. Like, they need to be held down, held bound. I believe strongly that Perez will also want to react again to this. But since they've put out their statement, maybe now they want to go deeper into it. Because Cynthia, right in front of millions of people, alleged, claim that Mohbad died 20 minutes after. She even went ahead to say they put Mohbad on a bike, and the hospital had noted that the feet of Mohbad was dusty. Like, you know, how? I don't want to say much. I want you guys to patiently absorb in the details of what you're about to see. You know, people tend to forget very soon, and details are often not reconciled after a long time. But in this, we have done the work. The work is already done so that you guys can see side by side. For those who are saying, oh, let us pity the widow, I think wicked widow should be what you should tell us to pity. Like and share, please. Tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, $ in the middle of it. Thank you. Thank you. May God bless you. If you like what we do here and you are for justice for Mohbad, you can as well tap on that button that says thanks. Let us get right into it. Still on justice for Mohbad.
Showbiz industry, but then let's start from our brothers and sisters all the way in Nigeria. Now, I'm sure you've been following the Mohbad story. Sure. We've been doing updates as at when he passed on, and his story still lives on social media. He's still trending. Now, one of the key concerns when he passed on was the fact that they had so much conflicting accounts as to what actually killed him. And one of the accounts that has been trending on social media was the fact that he died on admission. And that got a lot of youths infuriated. But then turns out the hospital is coming out to say, that's not actually what happened. So they've released a statement on your screens now. It's a copy of that statement. It reads that the attention of management of Perez Medicare Hospital has been drawn to the misleading and false information being circulated in some social media platforms that Mohbad died in our medical facility. Now, we consider it pertinent to put on record that about 4:30 p.m. on the 12th of September, the lifeless body of Mohbad was brought to our medical facility, and our medical team immediately sprang into action after assessment, and it was discovered that there was no sign of life, no central or peripheral pulse.
Please, King of the South, can you mute a bit, please? Pause. Please pause. Please pause. Pause. Lagata commented that he wants to say something that we are missing. Quickly speak, Lagata. Lagata. Lagata, are you there?
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
All right. Welcome. Let me.
Right. From the beginning, right, when they were asking Adura in the CTC that did you observe or see the fight between or the argument between you your brother and Prime Boy? He said no. They now ask him, how do you know that there was a fight and argument? He said, my brothers, that is Wunmi, told me about the fight. Right? Nobody observed that fight in Ikorodu. No video evidence, nothing. 2023 of social media and smartphone. No matter what happened around a celebrity from the show, and there was a fight that could break a Prado Jeep glass, and there's no record for it. And again, when they ask the wife, did you see the fight? She said no. So how come then you're the one that told Adura that there was a fight? So there's something that is not clear there. And all these things are there in the CTC. And then again, you are now saying that you called the nurse because of the injury Mohbad sustained from Ikorodu, from the fight allegedly with Prime Boy. Right? How can you be driving from Ikorodu to Lekki and there is no single stain of blood in the Prado Jeep? No be juju be that. Now, some people are saying if the police use the word profusely, it might be a different interpretation. Right? Okay. Where we want to see the driver's statement that the police said they took from all the people they have mentioned in their press release. Were any blood reported in the car? That is another key. And if the DPP have now given us an advice that Prime Boy, Naramari Samnari, have been discharged and acquitted, and they were telling us that the reason why the nurse was called was as a result of the injury Mohbad sustained. So make it make sense. What is now happening? There's so many loopholes and inconsistency. But whoever giving them the scripts, allegedly from their queen mother, it's a lot there. And King of the South, we need to add that as well, because these are the key things that we need to talk about. Who now saw the fight? The wife said, I didn't see it. The brother said it was the wife that told me. So what is happening? Who's going to connect the dots? So that part is missing. Gadimoko observed me. That part is missing.
It's a good one. It's a good observation.
Place.
Do we still need to hear the
Mombo, let's oh my God. Okay.
Like for awareness. So we are looking at it that if you can gather these episodes together for your symposium, it can be played there, but we are trying to make sure it's on the spread, the widespread on the internet for awareness on what's going on in church.
It's everything going that will come up on this during this symposium will also be, or it's going to be documented and kept online. You know, because at that point, the key stakeholders in the judiciary and human rights community will be there. They will pieces everything. Even police will be there. They will pieces everything, and the whole world will see.
Okay, so that's what we are doing, compiling records. So if you have anything that you've seen,
that language, and Emily, when you are appealing your case, compilation of records
to Prime Boy because it will favor our husband tomorrow, allegedly. Now, King of the South, you know, there is a part where she said in one of her interviews that she has friends, families who are the ones supporting her on the internet when she was sending a shout out. I'm thinking we can merge that together so that it look like, okay, yeah, you have people you're directing, people who are aware of what is going on. When they hear a voice on their platform, they will understand why they are coming with all these narratives. So that even when they visit their pages, they will understand that, oh, these are the people that she's sending to share those narratives about.
Yes, I have the place where she even lied and said that once you are not supporting Baba or Naramali, they will go into your inbox and threaten you and tell you supporting her. They're going to block your account. They block a lot of people's account.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
We'll work with that one.
But we need to get a place where she came online and said they shouldn't worry, that thing will favor her husband. So
yeah, I will send it.
Yeah, it's Lagata. We have to send that.
Yeah, I will send
I said they shouldn't list it so that it doesn't favor her husband tomorrow.
That statement, it reads that the attention of management of Perez Medicare Hospital has been drawn to the misleading and false information being circulated in some social media platforms that Mohbad died in our medical facility. Now, we consider it pertinent to put on record that about 4:30 p.m. on the 12th of September, the lifeless body of Mohbad was brought to our medical facility, and our medical team immediately sprang into action after assessment, and it was discovered that there was no sign of life, no central or peripheral pulse, no heartbeat, no recordable vital signs, and his pupils were fixed and dilated. Now, according to the hospital, they say upon inquiry about the circumstances leading to his death, the team was informed that the disease was being treated at home by a nurse. Interesting facts, yes. So it actually disputes the claim that he died on admission, and it's quite sad. But we've been following the story and bringing.
After Pyramid Hospital statement, a lot of people were confused onto how Mohbad actually died. Was he beaten by Naramali and Samlari to death? Or were he ganged up by some cultists or what? That is when Miss Yabo Ojo sprang in along with Tonton DK. This is Yabo Ojo.
See how it goes, sir. Let's see how it goes. This is how we are going to see it. This one is how we are going to see how it goes. Ejosa, that's your good office that you are sitting on, sir. We want you to help us see to it that Mohbad gets justice. I help you. Now, before I go on, my foundation is going to write all the necessary authorities, all, just like we did in the time of the rape case. They are going to write all the necessary authorities because he must get justice.
After Yabo Joe stuff,
Sorry, please pause. 1 minute. 1 minute. What does she mean by how they did during the rape case?
No, we were just referring to the Baba Jesha stuff. Just leave it.
Why you go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's let it slide. Let it slide. Don't worry. Wait to cross my mind. You know, go nice. Go ahead.
On Daddy Free's show to lay out a lot of allegation and even saying that Mohbad never had any property and that Mohbad, she tried to advise them not to bury him, but they did.
Now, I'm so surprised about what is going on. I am so surprised. The night, okay, sorry. On Tuesday night, it was as if I should jump from my phone and get to Nigeria immediately. I begged, and I was on the phone from 8 p.m. to like 2 a.m. Bus Revolution. I was on Bus Revolution and WhatsApp call from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Begging and begging. Do autopsy. Don't go and bury him this midnight. They wanted to bury him in the midnight. Don't bury him this night. He deserves a befitting burial. I pleaded. My sister pleaded. No one listened to us. I said, okay, if that be the case, let's bury him at the cemetery. Let's not go and bury him just anywhere. They didn't listen. My sister did not have a say. No one listened. That clothes should be around. If I'm not mistaken, I own a shop. Before I travel, I used to sell clothes. The last time I sold that clothes at my store was 100 naira per yard, and that was 2014, 100 naira. So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried in. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. My mom advised Mohbad to start having properties aside from the land in the house in Lekki. That was why
I want to pause it a little bit. Did you hear her? Aside from the house that Mohbad had in Lekki, so which means that house belongs to Mohbad.
Sorry,
King of the South. There's something she said. Sorry, Uncle Yemi. There's something she said that just came into my mind. She said Tuesday night, and she also said I was running to the airport. So was she in America Tuesday night when she heard that Mohbad died, and she was at the same time running to the airport to catch her flights?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear
Please
that?
take it back a bit so I will know where it's again. Please take it back a bit. Thank you so much, Love Me More. Continue. Love Me More. Go ahead.
So right now, people that know that material, China, per yard should be around 500 naira. That was the clothes they bought and buried in. I cried on my way to the airport. I cried terribly, but there's nothing I could do. Right now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. My mom advised Mohbad to start having properties aside from the land in the house in Lekki. That was why my mom was involved in the first place. He advised him to start putting his money towards property. My sister does not have a car. She doesn't have a car, she doesn't have a shop, and she doesn't have a job.
But Wunmi said on her interview that she was having a boutique selling clothes before.
Not only Wunmi, even that class said Wunmi was a businesswoman.
These people, this family, allegedly, very terrible.
He's a stay-home mom.
So, which property is Wunmi talking about that Baba Mohbad want to claim if Mohbad actually doesn't have properties?
So this is where I stop. I need to add the rest of the video. I want to get where she apologized to Baba. I want to get where Wunmi's is. Now I'm going to start from here. Now I'm going to start attaching that interviews that she had and putting when she bring another lie, I bring another video to debunk. When she bring another lie, I bring another video to debunk.
God bless you.
Thank you, King of the South.
I don't know if I should ask you privately.
If it's something I can answer, I will tell you. I should ask privately.
Okay. Okay. Is it possible that they could provide you the CCTV camera of that date of the event that happened that day?
I didn't ask whether they have CCTV on that day. But what I made attempt, a lot of things got messed up then. They were the people that I trusted messed things up, because in front of that pyramid was Flavors. You understand? The Flavors restaurant, and my source there had already promised that they would bring it out for me. But the moment they knew I was going to be, moving around, people that I confided in it, that I was going to be getting that, the owner of the stuff came up with a story and said, no, that time, they spoiled it, and stuff like that. So I didn't fix it for a long time. Maybe I'll fix it. I was like, God damn it, they are here to corner me again. So it was horrible. It was terribly horrible, because at those early stage, look at even the Biodun Lawal that eventually showed up while I was in the estate. At the end of the day, I never knew she's working with the Mr. Muiwa, the Bukky Jesse, and look at how they obstructed clear-cut opportunity to get the CCTV images. Look at the role she played. Look at the guy she sent to that estate. Mr. Muiwa told me...
I'm not cutting you off, right? I'm not cutting you off. But do you know that in the police report, right? The police preliminary report, right? Do you know that the I don't know, is he a CP or what do you call him? I don't. Is he an IG or a CP? The man that read out the police.
DP, Commissioner of Police.
Okay.
Commissioner of Police.
Okay, the DP. Do you know that he said that they saw Nesfeishara on the CCTV in this thing? So people that are arguing with you, I just look at them and laugh. You go back to that interview, that police report. If you listen very carefully, you will hear him say that they saw Nesfeishara who came later on the CCTV.
Really?
Yes.
That means I have to go and listen to it again, because
I sent it to you because it was even allegedly the black widow that opened the door for her. Two of them came in.
Yes, I saw it.
I'm looking at that. It's because I'm not so sure of that. I don't know the source of that video.
I'm sorry.
That video.
I'm trying to see if it's in that house.
It's not Mohbad.
No, sorry. 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. That video is kind of old, and I've actually even checked it. That's why I'm not even promoting it. If you look at the house, it's not the house. Then if you look at the dates, the exact video, it was around March or thereabout. It was an old video.
The dates
I'm not talking about the video. I'm talking about what the DP said. He said Nesfeishara entering the premises later.
Yes, I saw that video as well.
King of the side.
Yeah.
No.
It was when the police was talking.
We are mixing it up. The police only said that they saw.
No, like I saw it. Sorry,
I
guys.
know, we all saw it, but
Yeah, it was when the police was talking. When they were talking, when they giving this
Lady
speech.
Ebony,
Hold
hold
on.
on, please. Let
Hold
me
on.
interject. Let me just, please. We are not.
Hold on. The police confirmed.
Feyi Shayo, not Feyi Shara. Feyi Shayo Ogedengbe. Let's stop making mistake with identities.
The police confirmed that they saw the nurse on the CCTV. So what Dawa class now did was now to go and release that video on the internet. And we all, if you have been long time on this justice, you will know that we analyzed that video then. It wasn't that, it was not. You understand?
No, like I said, the one that I saw
doesn't look like the house.
It was exactly when the police was giving their speech. They showed that video when they were giving their speech.
They cut it to it,
So,
my sister.
That's confusing them because the police showed it.
Go and watch the real. No.
Watch the real video,
They
man.
never showed anything.
The only
Please
thing police
debunk
showed
it.
was the
Disclaimer,
hand.
disclaimer.
They only go show the hand in the paper.
They showed the forehand
one by one.
and they
Can we
showed
do it one
the
by
jeep.
one? I'm getting some soft down. Can we
Yes.
do it one by one, please, so that I can catch everybody's voice, please?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, maybe
They
you guys
showed
should check. I just
We shouldn't
I saw it
promote that
recently
at
as
all.
well on YouTube.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys should check it and see what I'm saying. It was when the police was giving their speech. They kind of showed like a little somebody coming in. So I don't know why they had that in there. But it was in there. So I agree with
Lady
King of the
Ebony.
South.
Lady Ebony. No, please, King of the South, don't put that in your video.
I'm not
Please, your
putting it there.
compilation.
I know that
Take
it's not
it
the house.
out,
I know that
please.
it's not the house.
Now,
It's someone that cut that
Thank you.
video and put
Now.
it inside there. That's
Thank
not
you.
the house.
Now, you need to go watch on the exact press TV, TVC. Go watch it from there. If it's not from TVC and it is one blogger or whatever that posted, please discredit. When you look at even that picture, zoom into that video, you will see March. It was never September. They faked it. It was another stuff, and that's why they said that record was old.
Those ones are using it to draw traffic.
Please,
Using it to draw traffic.
The person,
What I want us to say,
about CCTV is the police. So it's not something that they release.
Naimoli, what I want you to know with that one, the Kuramed Hospital told me Mohbad was brought in around 3:32 or thereabouts to 4. And Perez said Mohbad arrived at their own hospital 4:30 something. You had it, right?
4:30 in their publication, 4:30 p.m.
So that means in spite of the traffic, because I left Kuramed and went to that Perez that same day during my investigation. That means it was under 1 hour. Under 1 hour. This is where I'm now going. If, let's assume, Mohbad died in the house about 3 o'clock. They got to Kuramed past 3. Perez, 4. How many hours is that? Is it up to 2 hours?
No.
Now, go to the Perez statement. They said Mohbad was already in the second stage. Rigor mortis are setting.
There's rigor mortis, some stiffening of the body at setting. In brackets.
Exactly. So,
of the body at setting.
At setting. So, how is it possible if Wunmi followed the husband of a youth that reacted to whatever it is that she said he reacted to about 3 o'clock? They got to the Kuramed Hospital, which is just 5 minutes away from the house. They said they spent about 30 minutes, no problem. And then you took the same body as at the time they said it died. Let's assume it died 20 minutes after Kuramed. And then you got to Perez. How will Oku, within 1 hour, then the body began to stiff and is in stage 2? Make it make sense. Medically,
it's not possible. We have actually given them.
Tell me how.
No, we have even given them the grace of, let's say, when the nurse came in 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. That's 2 hours. You can never even enter that stage of rigor mortis. Now, there are stages of rigor mortis. I said stiffening, right? When the body dies, within 3 hours, 0 to 3 hours after death, the body is flaccid, is soft, is flexible and warm. Now, from 3 to about 5 hours to 6 hours, the body begins to enter warmness and some stiffness. Now, from about 5 hours to 8 hours. No, 8 hours to
it's 6 hours.
From
It's 6
about
hours,
8
though.
hours. Sorry, 6 hours. That's stiffness and warmness. Now, when it becomes cold, it's from 8 hours to 20-something hours. The body will be stiff. Now, what we were analyzing is that when they said it, they testified against themselves, saying they touched Mohbad's hand. Mohbad was already very cold, according to their testimony.
Before you go further, let me do the one that we do in movies. Eric Petaban film. Some of them boya daddy ti kú. Wani daddy. Oko ma gbe apa yen sókè. Ako jabole ripo. Daddy ti kú nìyẹn.
So that's flaccid.
Àwa pariwo, ẹ gbà mí o. Daddy ti lọ nìyẹn.
Ó ti lọ.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Gbogbo time yẹn, tó máa ń gbé apá sókè, tó máa ń jábọ́lẹ̀, òun nígbà tó sì wà Perez hospital. Báwo lápá ṣe wá gan ní Perez? Tápá ò lè wálẹ̀.
No, I don't think they observed it well, because one thing is the Tobayeposhi were flaccid, right? Except Kuramed is not telling us honest. Now, Perez said some stiffness and some wearing off. Now, this was what we analyzed and we're able to work with, and we are looking at that. If indeed they testified that Mohbad's body was cold, right? That means it has entered the third stage of, the second stage of stiffness. That's the cold one. The first stage of stiffness.
Is it Kuramed or Perez?
Kuramed is what I'm saying now, because they haven't even come out with a press statement. I feel Perez has more of honesty. They've been out. They've been able to state their own.
Because you didn't hear what I said, though. Kuramed brought somebody to Kuramed. Egbawa Airport. Kuramed said we check everything to know what happened. We didn't say it. No, don't bring it in. It's BID. And they said they want to go for second opinion. It's because they said they want to go for second opinion. Please go ahead. We'll write our own report.
Yeah.
Because you have touched down here. So our report is you brought somebody who is not alive. Period.
I was going to ask you.
It was when
did you? Sorry, I was going to ask you. Sorry to cut you. I was going to ask you before, when you were talking, before you had to continue. I was going to ask you, did they tell you, or did you ask if there was a CCTV? Do they have a CCTV footage in Kuramed? Because even if they try to delete it,
I don't think they have. They have it in Paris. They have in Paris. But I didn't notice any in Kuramed. But I'll go and check my video again. I'll check the video now. It's quite. I'm using. Is this phone that I'm on live? Is what I used to do the recording. So I have to go back to the video.
That means. Sorry to cut in. That means the stage of when they got to Kuramed, Mohbad was already cold, because what they testified was that they were in the car. They touched Mohbad, and they said Mohbad was already getting very cold. Now, this is where it is. Some stiffness of the body was already wearing out, meaning Mohbad is about to get cold and flaccid. That's when you raise up hand and the person's body will do prekete. Soon, the fluid in the body is about to start escaping from the body from any channel that maybe there's a wound somewhere or some part of body, or it will burst or it will cut out and leak out. Now, that's why maybe at some point, Mohbad, when he was buried, you saw where the part, at the head part, blood started coming out from that side where the thing could flow out from. But before we get to that stage, Kuramed might have seen him a bit soft and warm, and soft and hard, stiff and because you can never be flaccid, and within 1 hour you become stiff. It is not possible. Even within 45 minutes, it is not possible. Now that stage, it was already between, if they should ask even all these pathologists and top people that will investigate anatomies, they should break down. Even a good doctor will tell you the stages that Mohbad was already long gone, about 8 hours long, because of that coldness. That means he has entered that stage of coldness, according to their own testimony, saying that Mohbad was already cold. Now, why they put it on bike? Maybe because of some stiffness. Mohbad cannot be folded on the chair, because if Mohbad was not stiff, now this is it. If Mohbad was not stiff, he would have been seated, right? They would have folded his leg and put their leg to keep the leg folded on the bike. This is it. Mohbad allegedly definitely was having some stiffness. They couldn't fold much. They pulled him up on the bike because I'm trying to fathom why his own leg alone was dusty and scratched. Meaning they couldn't fold him.
It's the same thing. It's because they didn't allow Perez Hospital. They are relying on the statement of Perez Hospital because the family said we want to go for second opinion.
Yes.
You understand? So they did not. I think as at that time, the hospital knew, Kuramed knew we are going to be issuing our own report. If you need it, we are going to issue it. So they went to the second hospital because the Kuramed would have issued the same thing. He said, what you brought here is a log of wood. The leg was, what happened to the leg? It is a report. They will say it's like, this is what we observe. And that is why Perez issued the same thing. But of course, he was brought in a very comfortable position. They, nurse, help us. They put him on stretcher. And the doctor said, look at what you brought here. This is complete BID. And they issued the report. So, you understand?
Hence why that video that they have pre-recorded. I saw the nurse. I saw the Mohbad. They follow him in the hospital to follow up with their narrative of what they want to put out there.
It was trending on social media. And it was supposed to be Mohbad in the hospital. You know, like I don't parọ́ kọ́ sọ pé Mohbad in the hospital alive.
One act moving.
You understand? Just to prove that Mohbad got to the hospital alive.
Got to the hospital alive.
Right.
Yeah.
King of the South. Sorry, can we mute first? 1 second. King of the South, mute. Is it the video we are looking over? Listen to it to the end. Hold on. No. It's okay. That is Dawa Class that said it's okay.
But they don't see record. And she claimed, yes, sorry to cut you. Now this crossed my mind. In that interview where she was saying she doesn't go on internet, can they merge it together? Had it. Men are no vex. Are you there?
It's okay.
More like if it stops here for their control, for their damage control they want to do. More like if it stops here.
Good day, everybody. Any two check your
Please pause. To those who don't understand Yoruba, she was telling them on the platform of those who support her, where they push the narratives out, are people allegedly now, saying that they shouldn't listen to Prime Boy. Now, it seems they were streaming or listening or interviewing Prime Boy or something. Now, she now called in and told them that they shouldn't listen to Prime Boy because whatever they listen to might favor her husband tomorrow. Now, this is coming from someone who is seeking justice for the husband.
No, that the CCTV analysis, my favor.
Yes,
explain to them.
My favor our husband tomorrow. The CCTV analysis. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Thank you.
You see, they're trying to caution her that how much is screen record, you know, where come out so it's okay, it's okay.
Thank you, bye-bye. It's okay.
King of the South, I'll send that to you now as well. And there's another one that when about the DNA stuff. You understand? For me though, that DNA.
Lagata, do you have the one that Karima was crying on the phone and begging Baba?
Please remind me later. I'll try and get it for you. I think I saw it somewhere when I was doing throwback. It's like I saw it somewhere where she was on this lady's platform. Yeah, I saw it recently.
Platform crying, saying that she's begging Baba and stuff like that. I need that video.
Broken from the fights. If you guys can match that as well.
What of the one she was abusing Baba because she said Baba is always bullying her and she's the one bullying Baba? The one she was raiding courses on Baba. That one is really, really important because she was actually abusing Baba.
No, she even accused Baba of buying the son, buying Mohbad. Allegation she could not even, prove.
We need that too.
Mohbad died inside the house. So even if the
people now,
but people that know where these videos were coming from. The videos were flying from all over the place. And people were hair scattered. They went Sam Larry and Naramali to pay, but for nothing, then for blood. All over the world, including myself, we were all angry. Who could have done these horrible things to this guy, this uprising star? The next audio we got.
So like I was saying, I was at the hospital that morning when Mohbad arrived. He came with one guy, the same guy that his video was trending on social media that was shouting, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. And that's why I told you that guy, he had a lot of questions to answer because he knows a lot of things that Nigerians don't know. The same guy he came with, and he is the same guy that took him out of hospital.
But this is a proof that Mohbad did not go to that hospital alive.
The camera is outside now, not inside the living room, not in their bedroom, not in their staircase, outside. Mohbad died inside the house. So even if there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn a 360 degree now, zoom in?
This is also her statement from the coroner inquest that she made on her oath. Listen to this one.
So let me say, it says, can you put a time frame, lawyer questions, that's Q. Can you put a time frame to when he died? A, answer, that's C, right? Says, I think it was around 3-something p.m. on Tuesday afternoon. Question, on that day that he died, comma, where did he die? Question mark, that's by the lawyer. Answer, A by CY, says, he died in the house that day. I wasn't really sure, but when he was injected by who? By the lawyer? By the nurse. On the 12th September, my husband and I were having a discussion after the injury at the show, and we were in the room. Question, we are coming to that. We are at when he died. Answer, see what it says. When the nurse gave him the injection, he was feeling uncomfortable. He asked his brother to get him water, which he did, but he was still feeling somehow. Can you put a name to that brother? Answer, Aloba Adura. He asked his brother to get him water, and I was at the scene with the nurse and the DJ. What is the name of that DJ? Answer, Bami. Question, Bami who? Answer, we call him Bami. Question, will it be Ajishebiri? Answer, yes, thank you.
This is a statement from Perez Hospital saying that Mohbad was brought in dead on arrival. Please take your time and read it because we have a lot of contradicting statements from his wife. So how does your husband die at the house and then later on die 20 minutes at the hospital? Make it make sense. She has a whole lot of contradicting statements and her statements are always inconsistent. Check this other video up at Arise TV.
Injection. Yeah, so it was the third injection that he reacted to.
How did you react to it?
After the injection, he vomited, he peed, and he started having reactions, started having goosebumps all over his body. His heart, it complained that it was feeling hot in his heart. Do you understand? Like he told us to get him some water, that I want to put some water in his body, which his brother did. And he also said he needed cold, he needed AC, like he's feeling hot inside, like the injection is making him hot inside. And we tried our best. We took him to the hospital, and like 20 minutes after, the doctor said he's dead.
20 minutes after he had landed in the hospital?
Yeah, the doctor said he was dead.
But listen to another lie again, where she stated with Chidi that the day that Mohbad passed away, he had a podcast with one Susan Polk. Listening to this.
Injection. Because my husband was fine before the nurse came, although he had an injury. In fact, the day he died, he had a podcast with one girl. What's the girl's name? Susan Polk. Pajok, yeah, I think, I don't know. He has a podcast. So for you to know, he was actually, that was the day our son clocked 5 months.
This is another interview she did with TVC, saying that her husband went for a podcast. But later on in that see her contradict herself and say he was supposed to go for the podcast. And when you search that podcast, there's nowhere you can find it.
So keep calling the nurse. I think the nurse later picked, and the nurse said she was not around. And I think on Tuesday, he had a podcast with one lady called Susan, my husband. And the nurse called also on Tuesday. I think expectantly later called the nurse. And the nurse later, but then...
Watch in this same interview as she contradicts herself by saying her husband was supposed to go for a podcast. Listen to her carefully.
That day. So he later said, like, I should just tell Bami to call her, since it's just an injection, not a drip, that would take its time. So the nurse came around, I think around 2 p.m. on Tuesday. And we already had plans for that day. We wanted to go for a podcast, and also we wanted to, because that was the day our baby clocked 5 months, we wanted to get him a present for his 5th month birthday.
I thought she said that on Arise TV that it was the tear injection that made Mohbad to react and started getting goosebumps and started asking for water to be poured on him. But in this interview, she's saying that the nurse gave Mohbad the second injection, and when she was about to give the tear injection, she got into the room and Mohbad started telling the nurse to stop, which means Mohbad did not receive any tear injection. He only received 2 injections and started reacting to it, according to her, not me. Listen again.
Celebrating love. So I was in the kitchen when the nurse came. And when the nurse came, she went upstairs to meet my husband. I also went. Yeah. So we wanted to take the medication in Liam's room, but Liam is very small. So we had to go to our own personal room, myself and my husband's room. And the nurse examined the wounded parts. And I told her that our husband is an ulcer patient. And she should be careful with whatever wants to be on his body. She was even happy. Like, she was even thanking me that thank God you informed her. And, she said, so I was asking her, what kind of injection do you want to give him? I asked her, and he said, tetanus, and, I've forgotten the rest. No, I'm not medical. I was like, so he gave the nurse administered one injection. Second one, I think the first, I think it was the third one that got on his body. Oh. Yes, it was the third injection. But I was not really because I was cooking before, so I had to go to the kitchen to put all the food I was cooking. I went upstairs. So I think it was around yes, the nurse was about to give him the third injection.
Please, I want to slow this place down, okay? So that we get it very well.
Injection. But I was not really assisted because I was cooking before. If I had to go to the kitchen to put all the food I was cooking, I went upstairs. So I think this was around it. Yes,
let it flow naturally. You can pick it up.
Yeah. So immediately I entered, it was early enough to remove it. It's somehow.
Are you saying something, Mr. Yomi?
Yeah, let it flow. Let it flow normally. You can still pick it up.
Okay.
Mr. Yomi, we are not directing movie. Ẹ ṣe sùúrù o.
I held his hand to the restroom. He vomited. He peed. On our way coming from the restroom, we just felt.
Let me give it.
So I had to go to the kitchen to put all the food I was cooking. I went upstairs. So I think it was around it. Yes, the nurse was about to give him the third injection. But when I entered, so immediately I entered, it was early enough to remove it. It's feeling somehow. They told enough to remove it. I want to pee and they want to vomit. So I held his hand to the restroom. He vomited. He peed. On our way coming from the restroom, he just fell down. They started saying his heart is hurting him. He needs water. So I had to call on Nigeria, probably like the other people like that they should come. So he told Nigeria to get him water. I just pour in water. So Nigeria got him water. We poured the water on him, but he was still not feeling comfortable. He said he needs fan. Like he's hurting inside his heart. He's hurting him. Yes, like he needs water. Like he needs oxygen water. Next, he started having his body started having reactions. Like he was vomiting. So we had to carry him to Liam's room because Liam's room has AC. So he said he's still not feeling comfortable. So I knew that there is something had to be done. So I went to our neighbors because his car was faulty. Like his personal mechanic was working on his car. So I went to the mechanic. He has not even gone anywhere with the car. We cannot carry the car to the hospital. So I had to run to the next neighbor to please help us. And the neighbor accepted and he followed up me upstairs to carry my husband. And I had to call on different people to just help me to carry me. So immediately that thing happened. The nurse ran to the nearest pharmacy. The nurse and family, they ran to the nearest pharmacy to get something to calm down the reaction. So on our way going to the hospital, we saw Bami and the nurse. So we had to leave them alone. So and we stay around all cheese. So on our way going, there was no traffic. Traffic was really much. So we had to just come down from the car and carry on the bike to the hospital. So we got to the hospital and the nurse, the doctor, my brother-in-law and Bani went to the hospital. They didn't allow me to because of the way I was doing. So I went to the hospital. The doctor tried to examine me. I think like 15 minutes later, just the doctor broke the nurse's leg. So immediately I heard it sounds funny because this was the same person I had. Like we just spoke like a few minutes ago. We had planned on going to Lekki to give our baby. So it sounds like a trash to me. So I put a call through to his sister. I called the sister. I was just calling to that day. I got my brother in, my cousin Arusha, so Arusha came to the hospital. And I told Arusha that no, my husband cannot be dead. They have to take him to the hospital. I mean, they don't know what they have to do. So I told him they have to take him to another hospital. So we went to another hospital, London. The nurse was also present, but they were asking the nurse, what did you give him? So she was telling them, she was just talking. But me, I was shocked, but they didn't allow me to go inside. Because the way I was reacting. I just started the hospital. I sat outside and, I heard, I could listen to their conversation. The doctor was asking, what did you give him?
Listen to her again as she contracted herself in line.
Injection that you reacted to.
How did you react to it?
After the injection, he vomited. He vomited, he peed, and he started having reactions, started having goosebumps all over his body. His heart, he complained that it was feeling hot in his heart. Do you understand? Like, he told us to get him some water, that I want to put some water in his body, which his brother did. And he also said he needed cold, he needed AC, like he's feeling hot inside, like the injection is making him hot inside. And we tried our best. We took him to the hospital, and like 20 minutes after, the doctor said he's dead.
20 minutes after he landed in the hospital?
Yeah, the doctor said he was dead.
But that when she said that they took Mohbad to the hospital.
Mr. Yomi.
They might have issued an advice that so person, they have no case to answer. Well and good. But as you speak, the injury they claim the nurse treated that she's negligent upon, somebody caused it. It means that your investigation is not complete. And in the light of a new lead or evidence, the police they are guided under the law to take action. They have to investigate, arrest, and charge whoever is found wanted. And that is where the video, the phone, and the images in that phone will perhaps help us to cover that lacuna. Because as it is now, that is looking like the only option that can tell us exactly what caused the injury that the nurse treated and was negligent about. Because at the end of the day, one thing will lead to another. If that video eventually surfaces, you will realize that even the charges against the nurse and spending, it will upgrade into something more serious, because there will be certainly obstruction of justice, and so many other crimes. Because if it clearly shows that the extent of damage until then treat, it means you clearly want to take his life, because you will know it is beyond you. It is not what you should be treating at home. Even a normal doctor will treat patient here. You cannot treat some certain injuries under any other place except a serious first aid or a hospital premises. And it's not even what a nurse will say, I want to start dabbling into. So, tabatiri lamamo, and tabatiri, it will eventually prove to the whole world that escape in but they have an opportunity to speak their truth quickly. That is why the lady is already ambushing them. That maybe they have coached the nurse to come and lie against her. Who can try lati me moru omoye? Who can gbagba she is already saying this is what might happen next. Because the moment we have the nurse in dock, because that will be the first time she'll be talking at the inquest, aside the statement they wrote on her behalf. Because the question is, how did she go home? She said it was the father-in-law that asked the nurse to go home. Whereas, look at 4:30 is when you knew officially that Mohbad was gone. How can, after 4:30, under 20 minutes, at the police station, the nurse should be handed over to the police?
Sorry, sir. And like you just said, you said that she said that and they told Baba told the nurse to go. But according to spending, Lagata, this is where I need you. according to Spenny in a TikTok interview, Spenny said that the manager, the Bab's manager was not in Nigeria at that time, and she called him to ask him about Mohbad because she was trying to get to him and she was not getting to him. Ladata.
That was not that was not spending. That was the lifestyle.
Okay, yes, lifestyle. Sorry,
Yeah,
lifestyle.
that was lifestyle. Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, all that is just like Mr. Yemi has clearly said. We all know the game. We're not stupid. We're not the mad dogs they think we are. They are the mad dogs. Because at the end of the day, yeah, how can you say that? We all know this game is just delay tactics and just to try and disorganize every single thing. And to do that, you have to come up with false lies, inconsistency, not to try and connect the dots. It's easy. You want to score a goal, and there's a goalpost in front of you, and the goalpost is movable. There are two people holding both sides of the goalpost. Maybe you click the ball, they take the goalpost away from the position, and that's where we are. But
no, you guys cannot even get what I'm saying. No, to get here. After 4, they won't declare Mohbad BID in the second hospital. And of course, immediately the hospital will advise, go and deposit the body in the morgue.
They were given a note now. Yes.
And they were given a note.
Yeah.
For that reason, it means that the only place you want to go next is the police station because you want to go and obtain police report before you can deposit. And there is no way that time Baba Mohbad was not in the house yet. And that means that if you are gone to the police station with the nurse to go and collect police reports, the report will be showing, doctor's report will be showing BID. And when they ask you, the wife, Wunmi Cynthia Aloba, now they said you brought your husband in BID here. Can you tell us how did he buy? What story will she be telling? She'll be telling them the story of how the nurse injected. And there is no way they will ask, nurse, what happened? Where do you work? Have you been treating this patient before? If she says no, okay, you have not treated him before. How did you come in? Do you think that kind of a situation, the police will allow the nurse to go? So the question is, instead of you people going to the police station, because that is the next place you have to deposit the body, but to avoid the police and to avoid police in detaining the nurse, they went home. And you now said it is Baba that asked the nurse to go. The only means to keep the nurse is not to your house. Is to go straight with the doctor's report, then they will detain the nurse. Then the Baba, when he comes, he will be able to meet the nurse in the hospital. But now, you went to a place where the nurse will not be seen, will not be detained, and then you took the body home. Baba now came, Baba said, by the time they left the Osaka, London, and they start trekking to the house because there was traffic, it was getting to around to 10. And then later, where was the nurse? You cannot blame, that's why I'm saying that you cannot blame the Baba for excusing the nurse. Though I don't have evidence to whatever she's saying or not. But the core of the matter is, the most important thing to do, particularly when a lawyer was there with them, the right thing to do is, oh, this man is dead. The doctor's advice or any human being advice, because Mohbad was a star, is to go and deposit the body in the because there was no decision to bury him then. Baba has not arrived.
That was the advice given to them when the note was given to them as a BID.
That is the right thing, sir. That is the right thing because if it's BID, it means that nobody can decide except the police are aware.
Yep.
Now, you did not, if you want to collect police reports, you will go to there to say, okay, sir, this is the doctor's report. We need a police report. We want to go and deposit at the mortuary. There's no problem. Police will tell you, you will take it to the mortuary. No problem. Now, what happened before we give you that report? Immediately they tell the police that this is what happened. the body will still go to the mortuary, but not on the kind of report that so that they can go and take the body to bury. The police will be the one to go and deposit the body. Say, keep this body for us here. We are investigating something. Nobody can take the body away until the police issue a report that it should be released. So it's not that if they go and report to the police and the body will not be taken to the mortuary, even if they want to go and bury that night, the police will still be the first person to deposit on their own by giving a police report and a form to give them at the mortuary that this body is deposited here, but it's still under investigation. Nobody should take it. And that should have been the right thing to do.
And that was when Baba now got to the house. They told Baba that Baba egbe koloru on ti pa ọmọ egbe koloru. Baba wa ní pé àwọn kì í ṣe babaláwo pé Christian làwọn. Baba now made a bold step to do the right thing by saying, you know what? Ẹ ká máa gbé lọ sí police station. Nígbà tí wọ́n dé police station,
no, I don't think Baba will say they want to carry a dead body to go and meet them. They were going. I will always insist on that. Possible police station. No, they were already they resolved in that house to take the body to Ikorodu for burial. But on the way, they want to collect police reports to deposit in the mortuary.
No. We cannot force a narrative. He said it. Even all of them testified to it.
All of them testified.
They took it to the police station. Also went to the morgue. Hold on. Baba also tried going to the morgue to keep Mohbad before
that's what I'm going. Am I borrowing?
No, that's narrative. You have to be 100 meters away if you want to bury someone. Now, even if he wants to bury, Mohbad is over the house they want to bury Mohbad, the land they want to bury Mohbad is over 1 kilometer away from the land they want to bury. So I don't think he needs any of those whatever. You can give a report. But he said it already. It's according to his own testimony. And that is what stands. He has said it. And if you listen to the Nigerian police, hold on, please. If you listen to the Nigerian police press statement, if you want to listen to that 26 names, he said, with the we have the 26 people and the person who reported, something like that. Meaning, Baba reported the situation. And they called all 26. The first name they called was Baba's name. Yeah. That Nigerian, listen to it. If you can go there. He already stated this, that there was a report.
You want me to bring it back to the police?
Hello.
Yes, if you can, please.
Excuse me, can I say something? According to Baba that day, Baba said the reason why he took the body to the police station, that when we got to the police station, maybe police will arrest everybody. Baba sọ pé torí pé nǹkan táwọn rò ni pé báwọn ṣe gbé body yẹn dé police station pé ó yẹ kí police arrest everybody kọ́ dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé okay kí ló ṣe ọmọdé yìí pé but kò sí nǹkan tó jọ ńgbà táwọn débẹ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá sọ nìyẹn.
Ibi tí mò ń lọ kọ́ tó interject mi nìyẹn. Before that, Baba said
we cannot change. That's his testimony and it stands on ground.
It stands. Yeah, nǹkan tí bàbá sọ ni pé ìgbà táwọn dé police station.
Let's play that police stuff where the police said it themselves that plus the person who reported it. Please, because we've gone back, don't throw back to all the things that, and we heard that. King of the South, please increase the volume. Sorry, everyone. Thank you.
On 1st September 2023, triggered widely held suspicions of the circumstances of his death and allegations of complicity of some personalities in the process. In consequence, I inaugurated a special investigation team with the main task of undertaking a detailed, professional, fair, transparent, rule of law guided, and evidence-led homicide investigation. The end goal of this initiative is not only to unravel the circumstances of the singer's death, but to deliver justice for Mohbad. While inaugurating the special investigation team, projected a 2-week timeline for the perfection of the police interim investigation report, with the assurance that members of the public will be kept abreast of the investigative progress as much as legally and professionally permissible. I can today confirm that the police interim investigation report is now ready, and this media briefing is being undertaken in fulfillment of our assurances to keep the Russians, Nigerians, and indeed the international community abreast of the status of the case. This briefing therefore focuses on police investigative actions since the investigation commenced.
Welcome back. That was a lot. That was a lot. A lot of people have put out time, money, and everything in them to get justice, because there is one thing that connects us all together: humanity. And also a need to put things right, a need to create an enabling environment, not just for ourselves, but for our children, of course, others. Being nonchalant or paying no attention to some of the decay around us in our society, because we believe it is not going to happen to us, or it has not happened to us yet, is more like someone whose neighbor's house is on fire, and he or she sits comfortably, thinking that that fire, even though it was not caused by him or her, will not get to his own house. We can't keep quiet about this. We have to continue to press till we get to the end of the journey. We need to dig deep and get to the core. We need to know how it happened. Because slowly, everyone is seeing the direction of our society, how younger generations have developed this nonchalant attitude and behavior. Imagine, it's not as if crime is something that is unique to this time and era. No, not at all. It has always been there. There is nothing new under the surface of the earth. And that's what they say. Under the surface of the moon, of the sun, rather. But people will invent new things, definitely. Or maybe they will expand on the evil that existed before. Look at Cynthia Omonwo, a child of an era where you can be in your parents' home, even attend tertiary institution, and be a prostitute, be a promo show, Olosho. You know, Olosho was gotten from promo show. You know, it all started from Italy and all of those countries. That time, Olosho, you know, the original is promo show, where someone can be a transformer. I don't think they are transforming for, some people do it as a result of hobbies. Some people do it to gain or get favors. Look at Cynthia. Look at her. It's a serious situation. It's a terrible one. So she's all over social media. First, they demonized Mohbad's father, and from there, they rose to gain prominence. They became popular. People donated to them. Oh, the widow. Not until things took a turn, and Mohbad's father got the favor that he deserved. Yes, he made mistakes. There are actions that he took that people need to question him about. But then his son does not deserve to be unalived. And he did not unalive his son. At least he tried his best, according to him. He said he has separated Cynthia and Mohbad. But Mohbad picked up his phone to call the same person that he has been warned about, that this person, at the end of the day, not even at the end of the day, this person will unalive you, and it will become the end of your life, the end of your day. Mohbad did not listen to his father. He went ahead to do what he did. Now, in that audio recording and in some of those clips that you watch, there are some things that I need to point out. According to the sister of Cynthia, Karimo, under the Freeze's show, you heard it. She made it clear that their mom had told Mohbad, instead of you chilling with the money you're making, begin to invest in other things now. And she made it clear, apart from the house in Lekki, you need to invest in real estate, buy land. This is how to go, because land will appreciate. Buy land. And she said she was one that land was for, but she said she needed a place closer to the major road and not the one in the back way. Mohbad was sold that land. Maybe they decided to buy that land and put it on the little boy's name because of the location of that land. They believe that as time goes on, if the little boy grows, that place would have expanded, would have gotten more people to become a dense location with people. Maybe that's why. But the story that Mohbad's father shared, that land was not bought on Liam's name. That land, Mohbad paid for it. And he was so shy. You know, there are people like that. They are shy of their in-laws, but not their own parents. Their own parents, they can talk to their parents anyhow because of familiarity or over familiarity. But in-law, they will not open their mouth. Talk about money that the mother and possibly the father of Cynthia loaned from Mohbad, and they did not even repay him back. They didn't pay him back. They didn't return it. We heard about that. That was part of the things, words of Mohbad whenever there is a fight between him and Cynthia. It will remind Cynthia, like, even your parent that you are talking about, every now and then you want to tell me of how I am from a humble background, how I didn't get to this place by myself, like I'm feeling like I'm a star and you don't want me to be a star. Like you need to be humble. Something like that. And you say, what about your parent that took money from me and they've not returned it back to me? You know, when people go at each other, they try to look for something to talk about, like that. So back to that statement that Karimo made. My mom told Mohbad, invest in other real estate apart from the one that you have in Lekki. What does that mean? We've been hearing these times without number. Prime Boy said it. Mohbad called me and told me he bought a house. Now, if we look at that house and the time Mohbad moved in there and the possible amount, or let's say just a rough estimate of what that house cost in that particular area. Question is this, does Mohbad have that money at that time? Now, how do these people roll? How do they work this? What they do is to put down a payment, down payment. They do down payment. Even the SUV of Mohbad, the one they said he was about to buy, the Range Rover, what they do is down payment. They do down payment. So maybe Mohbad wanted that house. He rented it and maybe then say, oh, I like this house. Spoke to the owner of the house, and the owner of the house is like, okay, if you want to buy this house, we don't know what it is, because Shekpeteri, that's Yabojo, their queen mother, said, I asked from the owner of the house. The owner said that house is a rented house and not Mohbad's property. That house does not belong to Mohbad. If that house belongs to Mohbad, I think if it is for Mohbad, records can be searched. I'm talking like maybe, well, I hope and I want to believe that records will exist. Certificate of ownership or something. I know it's an estate, maybe they don't have certificate, but most times all houses have certificate of ownership. I believe that can be searched in the database. If Mohbad's name is going to pop up or something can be done. Cynthia said there is no house. But now the sister is saying, so I'm kind of thinking, maybe Mohbad had an intention to buy the house. He lives in that house. So he's having conversation with the owner of the house, like, I would like to buy this house. And they are discussing about it. Who knows? Or it could be another house. Because this chat surfaced where they said, oh, Mohbad was chatting with someone. And so I like that one close to your place because it's close to your place. And stuff like that. And that conversation did not show how much was paid and all of that. It could be a discussion. I want to buy this house. Now, Mohbad's father said that Mohbad had told him that he has a land in Lekki. Maybe that land, I don't know. Maybe that land, we don't know who. And I want to also believe that there should be a transfer. I don't think he took cash there. But since he doesn't have a bank account, from what we were told, who knows? Maybe he has a bank account. They didn't let us know. They are trying to hide it. Maybe, I don't really get it. This thing is it is. How can Mohbad not have a bank account? What kind of juju is that? What kind of juju is that? Cynthia is in charge of his account and they are fighting this way. Mohbad does not have a bank account. What kind of, it is so sad. Some say it is not juju, that Mohbad simply acted like a stupid boy. Some said it is juju and he was unable. That's what the sister said, like, oh, it's a juju. Oh, the juju is used by one thing. Kaya mata this, kaya juju that, kaya that, kaya that. Cynthia, according to Mohbad's mother, likes diabolic things, juju, wicked, evil things. So, what will make a man put account on a woman? It's not like a joint account. If it's a joint account, we say, okay, they both had a joint account, signatory to it. Both of them have cards that they can spend money from that account as long as both of them know, and they both get alerts and they both monitor it. But this is an account in Cynthia's name, and some money also were paid into Cynthia's mother's account and auntie's account. Mohbad was not in charge of his life. I believe this should be a lesson to everyone. It is not love. It is stupidity. It is foolishness. It is not love. Maybe a woman might say, oh, because I need my man to appear like he's the head of the family, so money goes into his account to finance and to do everything, even though he's not the source of the money is not coming from him. That's how we run our show. I did this so as to give him that feeling of being in charge and in control. Some women think in that direction. But you have to still be careful. As a woman too, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. This life, the way people have brought themselves up, let me put it that way, it's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. So Mohbad was not in control of nothing in his life. We don't even know, because the way Cynthia is fighting tirelessly now, I know she has come to the end of the journey. I want to believe there are some things that Mohbad didn't tell his father, didn't tell his mom, didn't tell maybe his brother. He lived a life that is it's a terrible. We need to all. Everyone needs to educate themselves. You educate yourself and educate your children on how to go about life, regardless of whatever marriage or no marriage, friendship, relationship. You need to educate your children. There are certain things, and it needs to start from now. If you have made mistake in the past, it's time for you to bring your kids back and begin to educate them. Look at it. Look how messy this is. There are a lot of things to learn. A lot to learn from this journey so far. A lot to learn. Even Naira Marley too had asked Mohbad, look, how can I be paying into your put it there, put it in the account? That's where. What was he thinking, that if the money is put in his own account, someone will hijack the money? Or maybe you'll be too drunk and someone will unlock you. I don't really get it. Why? Like, let me be, is Cynthia Mohbad's manager, financial advisor or manager? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't really understand. That was already a red flag to a lot of people. Like, Mohbad had no personal account, money goes into the wife. And with that didn't stop. I don't know. It's quite unfortunate. There are people who are like that. They are in a relationship, a toxic one, and they cannot leave that relationship. Willpower is not there. They can't leave that relationship. And that relationship will eventually unalive them. It is like a butterfly, or let's say a moth, a fly attracted to fire, that will eventually finish them, unalive them. That is what happened to Mohbad. It is so sad. When I think of the journey so far, when I look into the stories, I shake my head and I say to myself, in life, it is easy to learn from other people's experience than yours, because you might not be alive to tell the story. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. From all that you have heard, you hear Yomi Fabi, you heard others. Drop your comments. See you in the next update.